Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. This is as if I'm not really feeling this content. So this is the last video of Love is Blind season 8. We're reviewing the weddings and the reunion. This is Daisy and I'm Mimi, and welcome back to our channel. We haven't changed. Same names, same faces. Yeah. Please, guys, like, share, subscribe. Thank you to our new subscribers. Thank you. I can't pronounce the person's name, but thank you. I saw your subscription, so thank you for joining the family. Hope you enjoy our content.
Our family now?
Yeah. Okay. We're like 31. We're a family. Okay, that's a lot of people. Okay.
We're a decent sized family.
If 31 people were here, I would be in my room. Okay, that's a lot of people. So yeah. Anyways, when we stopped last time, Sarah and Ben were at the altar and they asked the question, is love blind? So we're gonna continue with Sarah and Ben. This is gonna be quick because we know how we feel about this season. And to the person that said that they didn't try it, once again, I cannot say what their intention was. All I know is the outcome was trash. Especially because at the reunion, a lot of stuff was coming out, so I was like, okay, why didn't we see any of this?
Yeah, I feel like the way they edited the season
was horrible.
Yeah, it didn't learn much, but yet there was a lot more content. But
they think
a lot that we didn't see.
Yeah, there's a lot of like filler and unnecessary moments. So, anyways, they asked Sarah. Sarah said no, that she was someone who's like on the same wavelength. You know, her beliefs, Black Lives Matter, LGBTQ, blah blah blah. And Ben is obviously not. Well, Black Lives Matter one. If it's the organization, I understand. If it's the actual if it's just this idea that Black Lives Matter, that's a problem for me. So apparently even Sarah, it's not like she's so knowledgeable about these things, just that it happened in their city, and she's like, she just thinks that everybody should be so aware and all. I'm like, well, whatever. And then the only thing I will say is that I feel like the same way that other people are able to say their minds and like stand on what they believe in, Ben should have also done that. Because Sarah made her stance very clear, and I feel like Ben was either being very wishy-washy or he was thinking that he could convert her or whatever, because I don't understand why you claim to be a Christian and you just let it get this far. Like, do you not even respect marriage at all? So that's the only thing I have to say about this couple. Do you have anything to add?
I do. Okay. So you know how I feel about this couple from day dot. I feel like they should have never gotten out of the pods. Because like, what was the point of all this? And to have someone that like Ben is really disappointing. If you say that you are a Christian and those are your beliefs, I don't understand how you thought you were aligned with Sarah. And Sarah never hid anything from me. She was very honest from the beginning, and you kept on thinking that you could deal with what?
Why would you even want to deal with such?
Like, it just doesn't work. You're not aligned. And also, Sarah, I don't know if you know your beliefs 100%, because like the previous episode where your sister was talking to you, I don't know if we talked about that episode or not, but like you said you're financially conservative. I don't think you know what that means. Like, I don't think you do.
Yeah, I assume you're talking about your personal savings because you cannot be talking about the government.
I don't think you know what that means. But anyways, financial conservativeness does not go along with some of the things that you say that you are for. Just FYI.
I'm just believe that she means enough personal finances. She's conservative. That's the only way that makes sense. That's not what that's the only way that makes sense. That's what I said. That's the only way that makes sense for me.
Yeah, because most people are not even like.
That's the only way that makes sense for me.
The people that say that they are financially conservative are a certain type of people, and when they say that, you know what they are saying. Like, they're trying to look down on like social safety nets.
Yes.
They don't believe in those things.
Healthcare.
Yeah, they don't like all those type of things. Yeah. So I don't.
If that's what you mean.
Yeah, I don't think you understand what you're saying.
So that's I'm assuming that she means in her personal savings life, in her personal life.
Yeah. So I'm like, as a person, I don't even see you as a full, like, your thought process and pattern isn't fully formed enough to even want to be in a marriage. That's just what I believe. Like, I'm not saying that before you can get married you should be like 100% a perfect person. I'm not saying that, but clearly you still have a lot of thinking to do.
Yeah, because I kind of think that she was fine with Ben. It's just that her sister and the sister's partner were not going to allow her to be fine with it, which is not a good thing for Sarah either. But I think that it's not that deep for her. But because it's her sister, and she feels like, oh my god, if I'm, I might be betraying my sister, blah blah blah. And so I get her position, but I honestly don't think it's that deep for her. I don't think it's because it's her sister. If not, I honestly don't think that she actually found Ben that objectionable that she couldn't be with him.
Yeah, well, we'll come back to discuss this again. Apparently,
of course, we're going to discuss
reunion
the
talk.
reunion,
So let's just go to the next couple.
Yeah. I hate it when the mouse doesn't work. Anyway, they have our lovely. See, this is why there's a whole space here, but let me shift it a bit more. Lovely Mon and Jojo.
Mon and Jojo, okay.
Lovely Mon and Jojo. Okay, nothing changes. Lovely Mon and Jojo. So, it's only at the end that we learned that he has never said he loves her to her. Even at the Swiss fitting, he was saying, I don't know what I'll say when I get to Delta, just whatever I feel. And then his stupid friends do it. Sometimes it's not going to be in an echo chamber because you don't realize how dumb you sound. And in that moment, I was like, you sound very stupid. Anyways, so and Monica was even at their dinner, she was like, everything's fine, but like he's not giving her like the physical attention that she likes. He's not really, and all we see them is just having fun, but we don't see them really be romantic like Taylor and Daniel. I mean, the other one, they're always holding hands, one's hand is around the other person.
Someone saying something nice to someone.
Yeah, we don't see any of that. Just very goofy. And now we can say that he was turned off by the fact that, I mean, there are many things we can say he was turned off by, because I think he's a very neat guy, right? And she's not. So we can say he was turned off by that. We can say he was turned off by even the way that they met and her just keeping on bending over.
I'm just gonna, I'm gonna be more like assertive in this regard, because from the very first, I didn't get them as a couple. I have to be honest. From the pods, I didn't get it.
Yeah, but the point was, nobody's saying that we gossip about it. But all they showed was them getting along. They never showed the
but
reasons
there were
for
certain
why
things that, again, like you said, there were certain things that he said. And also, we never brought up the fact, again, I feel like this season just...
Because you could have also had issue with the fact that she wasn't employed.
Thank you, that's what I was about to say.
So there's
I
many
feel like
things.
You didn't show us that, whatever.
Yeah.
But also, I feel like the guys have gone to get coaching from
Jimmy
and Clay's.
No, it's only Jimmy.
No, those men or whatever they are. Because they know that you don't come out here and we say after the fact, and her finances, we don't understand. Because everybody's going to like, where was this the whole season, right? So I feel like they've learned that, because I've noticed that the guys are like, I don't want to be attacked, so let's just agree. Let's just agree that we are not together and we're moving on.
Fine.
Yeah,
I have nothing bad to say.
I feel like I don't know. Like, look, I'm sorry. I strongly believe that if a man has to have something that he's doing to be in a marriage, so does a woman. To start it, okay? Even if you're going to end up being a stay-at-home mom or whatever, like, still have something that you're doing for yourself. I strongly believe that. And then the neatness factor was also an issue.
That's what I'm saying. There's so many things that it could have been, but they never added. Like, the production never showed us that it was an issue.
Can we also talk about the fact that guys get aches just the way girls get aches? And unlike girls that can have an ache and move on from it, or like be fine with it, or go from having an ache, like classic case is Married at First Sight, Jamie and Doug, always a classic case. He cried. That lady cried. Until today, she's married to him. So, but I don't feel like guys can get over an ache when they get it. It's just built up in their head. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing we don't know. And we don't know whether it's that Joey decided not to ever say anything.
Yeah.
Or whether he was saying things and production wanted to give him this kind of edits.
Yeah, and they didn't show us, so we don't know again.
Because once Monica started saying that, he wasn't saying he loves her, all kind of things, and they went to go to the altar and he said, the first time she's saying she loves me, and I'm like, are you a man or a child?
You can say you love
even children say I love you first. So are you what
you
are
can say it. Like, what is going on?
I was disgusted. I was like, oh, man, really, there is the men are few.
Because I don't understand. So this is where we are now. Men are saying they can't say I love you
men
first.
are few. When she said, I was like, yeah, please throw this trash. Like, I'm sorry, not to call him trash, but throw it away. Like, it's
It's not
done.
worth.
Throw
It's
the
not worth
relationship.
it.
The
It's
relationship
not
is
worth
trash.
it. You don't want to chase.
You don't want to be. Yeah, you don't feel like
no
you have
one
to
wants to chase anyone really. Like after you try, like
no.
in the beginning, yes, chase someone a little bit and then they respond. But who wants to be chasing someone forever? Like,
yeah.
no.
And in fact, and I like that she was like, I want physical affection. You're not giving it to me. I want this. You're not giving it to me.
Yeah. So like, it's okay. We close this chapter. Yeah.
Yeah, and then
it is what it is.
Yeah, and he agreed. So when she said that, she said she doesn't, and he agreed. Yeah. And then the song they played, "Oh, I Can't Make You Love Me." I was like, oh my god, that's actually the perfect song because you can't make him love you.
Also, I want to I want to talk about the fact that I'm noticing a lot of like theatrics going on with Love Is Blind. You know you're coming to say no. And what is the wheelchair? What's the wheelchair?
The
for?
Wheelchair was offensive.
I just don't think that you should have done that to your family.
Like, your mommy was crying. I mentioned that your family member still
like there was no need for that.
Just
absolutely
knowing you're going to say no.
Yeah,
you want to be lying to us that you did not know. Stop it.
You knew. So
stop it.
For those reasons, I'm out.
Yeah. Once again, so this is going to be quick because we have the reunion.
Yeah.
Virginia and Devin, this was once again another question mark couple. Everybody that talked about this show was always like question mark.
We didn't get to know them.
We don't know you people. So we don't know why you guys got engaged.
Why are you guys together?
We don't know you people. I don't know if I mentioned it here, but I was watching that. So everything's like, oh yes, I'm fine. And I was like, I suspect people that everything is fine because they are usually lying. The reason why everybody has preferences is because everybody has preferences. You cannot like everything. You cannot be okay with everything. Some things have to get to you.
She has a hardline, and we know what her hardline is now. It was just she was teetering on it. Her hardline is money. Period.
No, so
like it's money because after the fact, you're not letting money, us know.
It's the thing that she said that she can't protect. That she was protecting him, and I'm like, why you?
No, that was the conservative stuff that she said they talked about offline. And she doesn't want to say.
No, but she talked about that to protect men. That she was always protecting men. But like, I'm like, okay, that statement is where like who taught you that you should protect men? It's maybe not men that should protect women.
Maybe her mom, because like her mom.
But isn't it meant to be the other way around?
Yeah, she probably picked that up from her.
So that's for me is where the problem started because that meant that there are things that you're uncomfortable with.
But something that she's uncomfortable with and is definitely a hard line for her is definitely money, and she didn't harp on it enough. I mean, you were trying to push the pin-up thing, like slide it over the table, which is a good thing, but sounds to me like financially you don't want to be with someone that is a liability to you,
and it's valid,
and that's perfectly valid.
Have we got to the point that we cannot even, like, really you can't say what you want again?
Exactly. We know you first of all you run a hospital. Like, let's be real with ourselves. You were not going to come and be a basketball coach.
She owns a whole house. He has an apartment. Once again, nothing wrong with your life, with Devin's life.
No, it's
but
just...
if that's not something that she's okay with, same thing with Monica. I'm like, if that's not what you're okay with, don't go for it. I'm sorry, the older you get, the stronger you should be in who you are, what you like and what you don't like, what are your non-negotiables. You can't become more flexible as you get older. No, that's when they can call you desperate, and I will agree. Because what is that? So I didn't trust the thing before. Not like I dislike Virginia, but the baby voice and the agreeableness.
I told you, baby voice.
Rubbish.
Baby voice. Excuse me, Mirabelle. Baby voice is for the men's. Okay.
It's rubbish.
Because I knew that there was no way she was going to work with baby voice. Like, my girl is running a whole hospital. That requires like.
Yeah, but it's irritating. I'm trying to understand who you are because production is showing us so little of you guys.
She's soft-spoken when she's trying to be romantic.
We're seeing only like 2 minutes of their whole relation. We don't really get to see much.
She has base when you try her.
Suddenly at the reunion,
it was when she was talking to her mom that I was like, okay.
It was not still.
No. There was one. I don't know if you were paying attention to that conversation.
I wasn't. This season was
you were not. There was a time when her mom said she has a little bit of a temper.
Yeah, I heard that part.
And the way she responded to her mom with bass, I was like, oh, there's another voice outside of the baby voice. That was the first time I was like, okay.
Yeah, she snapped back, but I was like, it was still. But the reunion, all the baby voices going. I said, okay, you know that you can be serious.
Yeah, because she's no longer in that phase.
As an adult, 34, 35. I was like, for God's sake.
Remember doesn't like the baby voice.
I don't like, no, I mean, baby voice in conjunction with the whole overly agreeable nature, I'm not with it. All this idea of femininity, meaning not speaking your mind or being so soft spoken, I don't subscribe to it because once again we found out that it was her auntie that was officiating.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Come
I forgot
on.
to even say that too. Like, and also it seemed like your whole family didn't know you were gonna say.
They didn't exactly.
Yeah.
And
It seemed like
so
that.
before we get into Unchained Melody was the song that I played. I have to play the song because this song I was like, oh my god, these people are playing my jams. They played Unchained Melody first. I was like, and then for no reason she now said because
I love that girl.
Devin said he does. Obviously because Devin, like when they say that men are simple, in as much as it irritates us, it's true. When a man sees you and he likes you, you can have a laundry list of red flags. He doesn't see it. He doesn't care. He likes you, he wants to be with you. That's why they say that men are more romantic, because they don't really go into the details of who you are. You know, there's almost like a wolf. They just imprint on you and that's it. So that's the way they want to, but they are not like the actions may not always be more romantic than women, but the fact that it just they love it for you. That's, you know, I mean, they love you because they don't love you because of you, because they don't know who you are. That when they just imprint on you and that's it.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like Devin did with Virginia. I was like, this is it. I like this person. We get along and that's it. And it's so actually beautiful. It's good to go.
Even better.
Good to go. So
this season there was no question. Look, everybody was objectively good looking. Girls were very good looking.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like there was that question of love is blind.
Well, but Joey was not attracted to Monica.
Yeah, that's fair. But I'm just saying that there was no one that you.
No one was ugly. No one was even. Everybody was above average.
Yeah.
Everyone was above average. So, anyways, so when she said what she said was she's not ready.
Okay.
But later, and I'm like, girl, that's still not no.
That was not the truth though.
That's not the truth. That's my point. That's still not the truth. Like,
it wasn't that you're not ready. It was that he was the wrong person.
Yes, I just say it's a no for me. I don't think we're compatible.
Yeah.
Period. Because nobody is saying that Devin is a bad person. He's not a bad person. He's just not for you. The same way that you are not a bad person, even though you are behaving like a bad person. Because I don't like people that hide their dishonesty under sweetness. It's rubbish. And also, she's a grown-up. Behave like a grown-up. It's kind of disgusting. I know that you think it's cute. It's not cute. You're a grown-up and you can't speak your mind. Then you should have no business getting married.
Not speaking your mind part, I don't think that's cute.
You have no business getting married.
I don't have any problem with switching your voice around.
I have no problem with that. As long as she was
putting,
if she was putting bass in her voice for certain things, I'll be like, okay. Then, because afterwards we found out that there's a whole laundry list of problems, because on the wedding day alone she said that there were things they didn't get to really agree on, like politics and sex. Now we don't know whether it's that Devin wanted to have sex and she didn't, or Devin didn't want to have sex and she did.
She said he wasn't physically affectionate to her, and he didn't.
That's an addition to that.
Yeah,
cool. Then he said it's the way he handled politics conversation. That was also another thing that she didn't like.
And I know that people out there already speculating things about them, you know. That when a man doesn't, that means that he's and quite frankly I don't care, because that's neither here nor there. Once again, you're able to speak your truth. Yeah, we're all grown up, right? And I believed him when he said he didn't care, because I know that men don't care about honestly, unless they are really passionate about those kind of things. It's a thing. He said he doesn't even always vote, so it's not a thing for him, and he meant it. It's a thing for you. Say it is a thing for me. It's important for me that I vote the same way. My husband and I vote the same way. Fine. But don't act like, oh, it's not important, and don't be using baby voice to mask the fact that everything in your head is boiling. It was rubbish. Then she mentioned about the check thing. That was the final thing, that he received a check for them, and that he never told her. And I was like, that's the one that does not hold any water, my dear girl, because he could have waited for people to get married before he told you. It's still odd. I have to agree that it's odd. Not odd in this situation. It's not odd. If it was regular life, odd. It's odd. It's not odd. I don't find it odd, because I think he was waiting. No, I don't think it's odd, because if he was waiting to, okay, are we going to marry? Because how do you know that he didn't return the check afterwards? Because like, well, I didn't get married, so that's fine. That what you're saying after fact, that's different. I think it's odd prior to getting married that you would receive a check for both of you, and we are having conversations. I'd rather hear from you that, oh, this happened, than hearing from again, your mom was the one that said, oh, that was gonna come out either way. So just tell me directly, because then it makes you look shady. That's just avoid looking shady. That's why I think it's odd.
I don't think he looks
Right.
shady personally, anyways. But yeah, that's neither
He
here nor
looks
there.
shady.
I don't think. Well, that's like I
Because now
don't agree. It's fine.
we cannot agree on your intention, so I think it's
I
actually
don't.
shady.
I mean, you can't always. We don't know anybody's intentions. That's fact.
Yeah,
So
that's my
I can't.
point.
I
As
can't.
to
So that
yeah.
no. But no. But that's my point. I can't assume now. I can't ascribe a negative intention just because it's not what I thought you should do. That's
Yeah, I
why.
didn't ascribe
That's my
anything
point.
either. I said that's why I think it's odd.
And now, but he said because he looks shady. I'm like,
I
no, that's
said
ascribing an
no. I
intention.
said that's why it could now look shady.
And
Those
now
were my
because to
words.
Virginia, and so I'm saying
Yeah.
about Virginia. I'm like you can't ascribe negative intentions to something because you don't know what his intentions were. So it's a question mark. That's all. That's all we can leave it as, a question mark. We don't know for sure what Devin was thinking. I personally don't see any problem with this, especially if it's in kind of situation where you guys met as strangers and you have not yet agreed to marry. Now, if they had said I do, and the night ended and he didn't tell her, aha, I'll have problem. But it is even his own. It's from his side. It's not like from her. It's from his side. It's his mom's boss that gave the check to the mom who gave the check to Devin. That's a chain. And Devin didn't tell her. I'm not saying that. Oh, obviously, like I said, in the real world, are you kidding me? That's hella suspicious. Because if you're my partner, we're engaged, and you don't, are you mad? Why are you not telling me that they gave us money? But if in this kind of situation, I would personally give it a pass. I don't think that that's a major issue compared to other issues that are clearly the bigger things. I think this is like, what's the smallest thing you can think of? An atom compared to the whatever the biggest thing is. Anyways, that are the issues in the relationship. But anyways, when I watched this, I was like, vindication for me that does not have baby voice, and the bass is always in my voice, because nobody can ever misunderstand where I stand, and I like it like that. So moving on to this thing used to embarrass me. Move on to the last couple, our faves, Taylor and Daniel. I mean, we were suspicious. We were hoping. And we were afraid. Anyways, Daniel's sister sings and plays Can't Help Falling in Love with You on the piano. It was so gorgeous as Daniel was walking down the aisle.
She got the award of the best sister of the season.
Yeah. Sisters were really the theme of this season. I'm like, you Minnesota people want to join Alabama because so much my sister. So yeah, and then Taylor comes down the aisle in the dress that her mother picked, which I don't think it was a nice dress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taylor's mom is the only issue.
Mommy Taylor. She was not even smiling. She was smiling that kind of smile, like I'm like.
Whereas everybody else was like,
Daddy was weeping.
Like the whole audience was like, tear it up.
And mommy is like,
both sides. Everyone was like, oh my god, this is love. I'm sure like when you spend like 1 minute talking to them, people were like, I'm sold. You don't need to sell me anymore.
No, mommy Taylor, you need to sell her because she's not having it. And I'm like, man, these kind of people that are so hard to please. I don't know. Do they get special seats in heaven? Because I don't know why you need to be so like difficult to please. Like, and also the idea of you thinking that you have so much control over your children when they're adults is just wild to me. And I know, and I was very sure of it when they went to their house, Taylor's parents' house. I know that Taylor did not beg her mother. I know that she threatened her. How do I know? When her mother tried to start it again, Taylor did not say sorry. She doubled down. Yes, I went, and this is the person I chose. And I was like, Taylor didn't beg her mother. She told her that if you know what's good for you, you will let us come to this house and film. And after some arguments, the mother agreed. And I love it because I don't know why parents need you to.
You know what's funny? I find funny is women or parents that are assertives, they get upset when their children. I'm like, are you mad? I'm just like you.
Yeah.
If you're stubborn and I'm stubborn, you're upset I'm not. Well, you're stubborn too. Like, where did I get that from? You know? I find it funny when parents are like, oh no, you can't. I'm like, okay, but you don't. Yeah,
they are the only ones that have it stubborn. You take that bass out your voice.
Yeah, exactly. Or if your parents like a life of a party and they don't want you to be the life of a party, like why? You stay out. No. So
don't mind them. They think it's by what you should.
It's what I tell you, know what I do.
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah, so it always catches them off guard when you're like being assertive towards them, and they're like, no, I'm the only one that gets to be assertive.
Yeah. Anyways, we've done. They both said I do, obviously, and
Beautiful
everybody was
wedding.
happy. The family
All the
is
weddings
one.
were actually quite pretty.
Yeah,
They did their
the
thing
decor
in the
was
decor.
very well.
Yeah.
They're like, I think they really upped their budget for this. I don't know why they chose this season to be endless, but they upped their budgets in every area. This picture forever. When I saw this thing, I was shook as a Nigerian. You come and see my parents and you cross your leg
Now why not? This is at home.
on the first day.
If Yoruba people will say ilelile, meaning
Translate.
mikasa e su casa in Spanish.
So on the first day, you come and show your socks. No, you
Yes,
don't.
my house, your house. Feel comfortable.
No. Ask them to tell for Nigerian tell you that they are lying to you, especially if they're over 40. They are lying.
You don't
to
believe?
Girl, personal experience. Don't feel that comfortable. They are lying. They have expectations. They will not communicate, and when you fail, they will be sure to let you know.
Yeah.
It's a lie. From personal experience, don't buy it. So that's why this was so. It was not tricky. It was causing me palpitations because I was like, I just imagining you
He
do
was
this.
with his babe. His parents were over.
Not even his wife. This is the first time you see your in-laws and you cross leg.
No.
Oh, shit.
I'm home.
He's home.
In this case, it's mommy. I'm home.
I'm sure the mom was like, nah, this guy is so comfortable, man.
And she was probably looking at, nah, she's gone. Taylor's gone.
Yeah. Anyways, so that brings us to the end of the weddings. So, I mean, obviously, the only couple we're rooting for got married. Everybody else didn't. Shocker. So, we're transitioning to the reunion now. We're just going to get right into it. Because, yeah, but we're going to start by just like doing a little fashion police work.
Okay, let's go.
You know?
What's
Just-
the runway?
The little fashion police work. So we're just going to review the things they wore,
Okay.
and which ones we like and which ones don't like. And there's one person I'm waiting for because I want to say what Abby says. So we start off with, this is Lauren.
Okay.
So what's your?
I like it. It's simple. You know me, I like a black number.
I do, but it looks like it's a bit big. Maybe it's how she's standing. I'm not sure, but yeah,
It's probably a little big, but it looks fine.
It's fine.
Like,
Yeah.
You just didn't want to overdo it. I like the Sometimes who wants to be snatched, please?
Yeah, that's true. I agree.
Yeah.
I'm actually, yes, I'm it actually. I hate being snatched actually. So this is, in fact, lovely.
Lovely,
10 over 10. Be comfortable, girl.
Yes,
Go
please.
you.
Yeah.
Go you.
The men were not great though, but show me the men. They were not great.
Looking like, what the?
I don't know. It's okay. It's basic. It's basic man
Looks
wear.
like he's in the mafia.
It's not the worst. It was not the worst. The worst is coming.
The
I
worst
can
is
say.
coming, yeah. But it looks like it's the mafia.
Yeah,
And it's just
it's simple.
a low level mafia boy.
Yeah, like no stress.
Come on.
She looked good.
Come
She
on.
looked good. Very pretty. Very nice dress.
And she snatched everything.
Yeah, well, because again, she has no waist, so she can do this.
Yeah, but I wish they had told her to do the leg properly so that it's not bent like that. It's just
I
be
think it's
straight
the
out.
way she stood.
Yeah, that's what they should have
Yeah.
told her to.
Yeah, stand it up. But yeah,
So-
pretty. I mean, some people were saying the hair was giving news anchor though.
Yeah, well, this is serious Virginia. Okay,
Yeah.
and she came with bass in her voice. This is not the fun. The fun time is over. Okay,
Fun time,
playtime is
okay.
over. This
Okay.
is serious. She meant business. She meant
Okay.
business.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Why you gotta laugh?
because this just looks like. What's
This is
that
what you were
material?
saying about men's
Shimmy.
fashion.
It looks like shimmy for this shimmy material. Like to give your tailor just put something together.
It's like what you were talking about men's fashion,
That
and
they
you
need
don't
to stop.
understand it.
They need to stop.
Like even if you were gonna do this, the two don't go together. Like the pants and I wouldn't have worn this shirt with
And
this
then the
pants.
shoe too. First of all, I would never have this shirt, even as a woman. Her shirt needs to be burnt.
Yeah.
I do not like the shirt.
I don't like the outfit.
The cut of the shirt is also
This
weird.
outfit is doing nothing in terms of like trying to make you look vertical. You're looking squashed. Do you get? Because the pants are wide and
So your legs look short.
Yeah, they
and
look
your
short.
torso looks short.
Yeah,
and
because
then it looks.
yeah, and it's shiny on the top and yeah.
My dear girl.
It
This
wasn't
outfit.
given.
And the fact that there was one he went to complain on Instagram too and put the picture of this outfit of himself in the outfit. So yeah, as if this
Oh, he was saying that it was a
that's
picture.
the picture, and and nobody could spot the difference. And we were just like, guys,
Like, dude, just let it rest. It's
let
okay.
it go, rest, yeah. This was the worst as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I didn't like this outfit. Also,
come on,
simple,
girl, show the legs, show the legs.
Don't stress yourself out with being too snatched. It looks good.
Yeah.
Simple. The girls looked nice though.
Yeah.
Well, Ben actually looked nice. It's
yeah.
a simple suit.
He did well with the pocket square.
Yeah, simple. She looks nice. She went in for a jumpsuit number.
Also wants to be comfortable because
I
don't see no snatching though.
Yeah, it's nice. I like it.
Yeah. Damn, Daniel, looking like James Bond.
He looks good. He matched his wife.
Looking
you better
like
look good.
James
You said
Bond.
you were not sure about the stash yet.
I like Daniel over the stashes.
Yeah. You know what was funny? You know, at the beginning of the show, he said it was Short King season.
Mm-hmm.
And he really
won.
He won. It was
King's one.
It was Short King season.
Yeah,
it was.
Because all you have to do is be a good person. Women are not difficult. Mm-hmm. Be a good person.
Yeah.
And Daniel's a very good, and you can see why his family and everything. He had a very good upbringing. Yeah. So I understand why some people just say just go for people with good upbringings. I get it. It's not fair to other people, but I get it. It's easier.
It is
easier.
Like when you have a good family system, it's just easy.
It's easier. Yeah. So
it's not fair on anybody.
It's not fair to other people because
if you're confused,
it's not their fault.
Yeah.
But damn, Daniel.
Yeah, it looks good. Well done.
She looked. You know that it took me so long to recognize this. When I saw the video on Instagram, I said,
I didn't recognize her.
I said, with
the makeup and the face and
she looks so good.
Yeah, it was a nice outfit too.
For
me, it's a bit. I would have done without this part, but I like the silhouette. But the top part, I'm not really crazy about. But it's okay.
Yeah,
it's cute.
Yeah, no, I really liked because it took me a little while. I was like, "Who is this? Who is this?" I think I had to go to the comments for them to say it's Monica. I was like, "Wow, Monica, you look good."
Yeah.
Not like she didn't look good before, but the makeup was stellar.
It's the longboard. Today he came with a skateboard this time around.
I just cancelled this guy. First of all, with this stupid shirts. These are never Hawaiian shirts. These are just crazy print shirts.
Yeah, he likes those type of shirts.
Yeah, and he would have looked good, but he just the scruff, like someone said, he just looks unkempt. Like there was a way that you would look like this, but well.
Yeah, but he's probably not. I don't know. Like,
and your sisters gonna help you.
Yeah.
And also, I'm not sure about the shoes matching the suits.
No comments. I think black shoes would have been better.
I know trying to match his
belt. Yeah, but it's not the same texture.
It's I don't know that
like
color.
Suede and that is
leather.
I should have gone.
But I don't even think that color is.
I mean, they're both leather, but Suede and
the finish is different. Yeah, but I don't even think the color goes with this suit. So that's why. Yeah, black would have been much better for both belts. If you're trying to match belts to shoes, black.
Yeah.
I mean, your suit is already colored. Your shirt is already noisy as all hell.
Because the shirt already has black in it. So
that just
tied it in. Yeah.
But I like the color of the suit. Though.
Yeah, the suit nice. Yeah. Okay, your fave.
This and from the cry for help department because this dress is so confusing. What is going on here? What's this?
It would have been nice if she didn't do the thing on the side. Like it was just a full floor length gown. And even if she wanted to do like a split moment like Virginia did, that would have made more sense than the mesh on the side.
Even this thing here, it don't make sense.
Yeah.
Like
there's a lot going on. And
even there's one in the middle too. This to me was the worst dressed girl. I was like, this looks to me like a cry for help. And while listening, okay, we're listening.
Simple. Alex is a simple guy. Like this is why what's her name? Madison can feel like she can steamroll him. The guys that she was going up against were just those guys that are like,
yeah, simple guys. They're really simple Minnesota guys.
I liked her outfit too. It was okay.
Yeah.
Simple.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
This guys. Okay,
well, this personally, is would I wear it? No.
I'd wear it, but with a full length shimmy underneath.
But you are shimmy.
Yes, I wear shimmy underneath because I'm not comfortable showing like my whole torso. So that.
Do you know what I think that you guys are calling shimmy?
What?
It's the French word shimmy is for shimmy for like shirt is CHEMISE. Yeah, sorry, yeah. And you guys, Nigerians turn it to shimmy. I have a feeling that's where that came from.
Shimmy.
And then we just call it shimmy, and now inner shirt is called shimi.
Shimmy. Yeah.
Guys, please ignore my French pronunciation. I suck at my French pronunciation. This is the reason why I do not speak French.
Shimmy.
I listen.
And then
But I
whatever
don't
there's an English word for those things. A slip. That's
Yeah,
a
it's a slip. Yeah, but we call it shimmy. And I have a feeling that's where it came from. I would not be surprised.
Yeah. And
Also, another simple guy.
Yeah, he was
Nothing.
nice.
Yeah, I just think that his the length of his pants. Yeah. It's kind of train is off with the shoes.
Yeah, I didn't have it.
Is there anybody left? Oh yeah, like there should be
I
another girl.
loved this outfit. I
You
feel
know,
like it goes
Molly
with
gets
hair.
her color. She gets her color well, like with her hair color and her skin tone. And she knows how to oil herself. Like make sure you look shiny. A lot of girls look nice. They were wearing all those glittery things.
Yeah, they did well.
Yeah,
They did well.
well done.
And then finally the hosts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they look nice.
Yeah, they look okay.
I think they look nice.
I feel like that's this guy's go-to outfit all the time.
Negligee.
Yeah.
I mean, for men it's so easy. Just wear simple
Yeah.
suits and a shirt inside and basic shoes.
Yeah.
You can't. It's hard. It's not hard. You can't go wrong.
Yeah, like
It's-
all dressed the way bended.
Yeah, very
It's
proper.
simple.
Like
Yeah, and open. It was kind of open this thing. Yeah.
Anyways, that's pretty much the end of our little fashion show. So we're just gonna jump.
Hope you
in.
guys enjoyed it.
Yes. And you can let us know what you thought, if we thoughts were. Or you can't think about off his opinion, but you can give your own
I
opinion.
don't think
in
we
the
said
comments.
anything mean. We're very nice people.
I don't know. I guess, yeah, we're very nice people.
Let's run
Alright.
this reunion.
Let's run it. So we start with obviously the only couple that are still together, Taylor and Daniel.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is good. He got a tattoo of her eyes on his chest, and I was like,
Quite sweet.
sure. The only
Oh,
updates.
I actually sorry we skipped over in the wedding for Taylor and Daniel talking about they can't wait to go consummate their marriage.
Oh yes,
That was so
There's it.
sweet. Like
What did they call them? We call them consummation something. I'll find it. Keep talking.
yeah, because they just like I can tell you people really spent your time talking. Even when Taylor was sick and they were showing us her with D, and I was like, oh guys, show us somebody else talking. Well, y'all really spent time talking because intrinsically you guys are really aligned, and yeah, that was sweet to see that you guys waited.
Yeah, it was cute.
That's nice.
It was nice. Sorry, I guess I didn't find it.
Okay.
Okay, I didn't find it. Whatever, but there was a consummation or something. I'll find it later if it's not really important.
Yeah.
But yes, really glad about that. So that's what I'm talking about. That's why I said that. I don't know how you can be an adult almost 30 or 30 plus and still not be able to express yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It's different if you didn't know and you're learning things about yourself, but what you know to be true, I feel like you should stand on it, like Taylor and Daniel did, and they really did. Clearly spoke well, like deeply in the pods, and they were on the same page. And you know, like I said, so some people are just in that place where they're just ready for marriage, and whoever is in front of them is who they are going for, and both of them were in that place.
Yeah.
She freaked out a bit, obviously, with the whole follow thing, but once she went through because I like that she went to find evidence. Because I'm like that. Let me try to find evidence so that I can satisfy my mind that I did check, and because it can come back into like, oh, did you really know? Are you sure? But she satisfied herself that, and in fact, some people think that as she was going through, she was like, this is kind of silly because it doesn't matter. There's no way that he can know everything about me, and there's no way that he could have known that it was me, because how will you know my voice? And there's like, so it was, by the time you start arguing back, like your head, you start coming thinking about things. It's just, and so she, after that, she didn't talk about it again until one more time just to apologize for bringing it up, and he was like, oh, forgive me for all. And we learned from both of them. From how we learn when something is dropped, it's dropped.
Don't bring it up again.
We learn from
Except
him forgiveness.
to apologize, obviously.
Yeah. We learn from him forgiveness.
Don't bring it up
He
again.
forgave her for it.
And
He wasn't
yeah.
offended that she was suspicious because he understands it's the process, and he was just very calm and quiet about it. And I was like, yeah, do what you need to do.
And that is someone that is ready to marry, because you're not
Yeah.
going to throw away someone because of the like some people are just like that
Yeah.
hurts my ego.
Yeah,
how would you think I was
yeah.
stalking you and whatever?
Yeah, and that was the end. It's like, no,
Yeah.
just understand where this person's coming from. Empathy, my God, so important. Anyways, we can keep drawing lessons from this book all day, but I really love that about them.
They are in my Mount Rushmore favorite couple.
They are, man. So they are. They're very, very, very sweet. But yeah, so we found out that over the course of the year, his mom had some form of leukemia, and she got a bone marrow transplant. So she's cancer free now. We learned that his dad stayed with like Daniel's dad stayed with Taylor's brother during diagnosis, because I think the brother said the brother works in the hospital,
And also
so it
lives
was
closer,
perfect, and he's
yeah.
close to, obviously, so it was just perfect to be able to form
They've
that bond.
pretty much united
They've
their family, which
united.
is beautiful.
Yeah. Once I didn't hear about Mommy Taylor, so I don't know. I hope that one is not doing.
Well,
I'm the matriarch.
no, there's nothing to report. It's
I
kind of
hope,
like
yeah,
situation.
not necessarily. But that's what I'm
Nothing
saying.
to
Like,
report,
I'm like,
yeah.
hope you're not doing. I'm the guard. Once some people, anyways.
Also, they edited, so we don't know what they said.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm just saying, I'm expressing my hopes that she's not still doing. I'm the
Yeah.
Oga Patapata, and I'm the principality of this
No,
family.
they're solid. I feel like if you go through something like that,
No, tell her and Daniel are solid.
yeah,
I'm saying that her mother.
Oh
her
yeah,
mother
she
is not-
can she can be forming doing that, but like
Yeah,
they're
nobody
so
can.
solid that it wouldn't move him anything. Like really, it wouldn't. She's just gonna get tired on her own and just be like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I'm very convinced that Taylor did not beg the woman. Taylor forced her into submission. Me, I know that. So that's why even if she's doing this thing, because I mean they're talking about like the family whatever, and I'm like, oh yeah, and then also they talk about they just bought their first home in Minneapolis. They are
And again,
so cute.
and again, every time people talk about their wins, like anybody, whether they're married or not, from this show financially, I always think of one person.
See, I had to send to that because I was like, see, if I ever think of that guy again, I feel break bottle for his head.
That could have just gone on social media and made money instead.
Dipsy said she was making 125k. She quit her job. She said she's making 3 times that.
No, from YouTube.
Just
and so it's one channel that they are splitting 2 ways, and they have people they're paying too.
Yeah.
So obviously even way more than that.
Yeah.
Splitting. Yeah. So you solo, you could have just made a tiny YouTube channel and talk about your life, talk about your experience on the show. Eventually you would have evolved into something else. You would have gotten somewhere with it.
You could have gotten a couple guys together. And
the bros have no podcast. The bros could
there is
come
not
together and do
bros
something.
podcast. Yeah.
The girls are doing some stuff together. Even from Married at First Sight, the girls are doing stuff together.
The girls are doing a podcast.
So I don't know. It just goes to the whole idea that not rumor like that men don't do community or something. It just,
well, that one yes, but
except
also
for Jimmy giving people advice.
When I say we are the real men, I just mean like aren't men supposed to like making money, and somebody said that that's their God giving right or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, why aren't you making like why are you crying and complaining? Isn't that what women are supposed to do?
He can't work, he can't this.
Yeah, isn't that what women are supposed to be doing? Dipsy said she worked at one of those top companies and they still retain that. So which kind of company is thinking that because you went to Married at First Sight, Love is Blind, that I don't like that story is not even clear. Let's tell ourselves the truth.
He lost his house, he lost his this. And I'm like, I'm not trying to be mean and be like whatever, but I just feel like
no, whatever. I'm
reading this book
Positive Thinking.
Thank you.
Positive Thinking.
And in the book, one guy came and said, that he lost everything. He had to start over, and the guy's like, lost everything, and then he's like, are you sure? And he started listing things like, is your wife still with you? He's like, yes. Your children. So like when you say you lost everything or you have nothing, I promise you there's still things. If you sit down and like itemize it, you realize that first of all, do you have a little bit? You have 15 minutes of fame. Yes, that's a thing.
That's a huge thing.
That's a thing that you could leverage. You can
capitalize on that.
Yes, like we are doing our tiny YouTube channel and we're not celebrities, and we managed to have a couple subscribers. Some of our videos have had over 1,000. I think we have 2 videos that are like in 1,000 views. So, and this is us being from nowhere. We don't have So and like all you needed to do was even if
do
it was
something.
Even if it was a small YouTube channel
or even a podcast. If you don't even want to see us, do podcasts.
No, because YouTube you can see the money quicker. So I'm like, okay, you could have just done a tiny YouTube channel of 1,000 subscribers.
Okay, even when
it will still sustain you. It'll be okay enough. And you're gonna be lavish, no. But that would have been better than you coming out here saying that this, that, and the third. But anyway, what digressing? This is something that me and Rob always start with. Like,
it's irritating because we can tell you different things you could have done. There are people that literally have to go up. There are people that literally, and even though you want to shame them for it, whatever, you respect their hustle. And it's always women. You just say on the channel, open to brand partnerships. DM me. You have the. Make a professional, I guess, get signed on an agent, whatever, get professional. Fine, he was not the most bankable of the season. I get that. That's why he should have gone to find other people. Okay, even when Natalie and Dave started their podcast, why didn't he say, oh, hey girls, can I come for one episode?
Even the people that were not the most like Amber and Bernard,
Shake started
they did
his own
some
podcast.
I like come on. Like,
Come on.
seriously.
Come on.
Everybody, there's a market. There is a market. There's an audience for everyone. Like, I feel like,
That season
especially
alone.
if you had that 15 minutes of fame.
See, that season alone, that was the same season that Ayana too started her own podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, obviously, it's only women I would mention because men, I don't really know what people are doing.
Yeah, well,
but
I guess the other guys have businesses.
the guys already know this because Jared continued his nightclub bouncing thing or whatever.
Brett has his own business that he's running.
Yeah, Brett was very successful.
Zach was he a lawyer or something?
Yeah, Zach was already successful.
Yeah.
The ones that were already successful, they were already successful.
Yeah.
But like Jared was not super successful, but he kept on doing his job. That's that I feel like they use.
Do you know who you can use as an
excuse?
excuse? That was close was that what's his name? Amber and Barnett. He was successful and then he came down, and now it looks like working my way back up. So
yeah,
I don't know. I don't want to do one thing. I don't want to do is have too much of a victim mentality because you stay there. But I don't know. I've not heard him cry in a while, so I'm hoping that things are all good for you. But there was a serious segue. We went away from the reunion.
Yeah, because it's annoying.
Yeah.
It's
but anyway,
let's get into it.
Take it away.
Okay, the second couple, they're happy. So the first miss got into Virginia and Devin.
Yeah.
She said no because they weren't in alignment on a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't want to say what his own views are, but she said she would say her own views. Like she supports LGBTQ, she's pro-choice, and that she feels that different religions are just different, valid, and just based to God. I have my thoughts on this. I'm not ready to talk about them yet. Let me be like Virginia.
Or Devin.
Yeah, so my thing is, and above all this, she's a Christian. So I question American Christianity is weird to me anyway. So, but yeah, she said that they got there emotionally, but their lives weren't aligned. Which obviously by these we can infer that she's saying that everything that she said he's opposite. It's fine. And to Devin, he said that he can look past certain things and he doesn't feel like they have to agree on everything. Then she now digressed. So now said, "Oh, I saw a note."
That part was like you're just that part. My girl stuff.
Yeah, she's just I'm like Christina Ricci. Can you? She was like, "Oh, I saw a note of his ex."
And then he goes, and she never finishes. Like, and then he goes, "Oh, but he was in the party and you." She
was in the party and you knew
the girl's husband was in the party.
Yeah.
And you met her before, something like that.
Yeah, but fine. You
and then
didn't
she
know
now
that she was
dropped
the ex at that point. Yeah, she now dropped it because it was like, come on, but you knew that was.
See,
that
here's
was
the thing,
nothing.
Virginia. Stick to the real issue. Stop throwing things at us, okay? The real issue is you guys do not align, and also the financial thing. Stick to those topics. The other ones irrelevant. It is what it is.
It is what it is. Anyways, at some point I said, and when people start arguing on TV, my brain short circuit. So that's why I started arguing because it's about, are you ready for a relationship? Are you ready for a relationship? You're not ready. I don't think you're ready. It's back and forth.
Yeah.
And then she said she called him for a week after the wedding and he didn't answer her. She now says he goes stay there. Are you mad?
Once again, I need women. When you tell a guy no,
beyond
that business. No, what's accept? You're the one that said no.
I know, but that's the point. Like, accept him not to talk to you. Why are you entitled to him talking to you?
Don't go back to that.
Why are you entitled to him talking to you?
Yeah.
No, but even if you wanted to talk to him and he didn't answer you,
it is what it is.
It's fine. It's valid. Like, why should he want to talk to you?
Doesn't want to because maybe it just hurts too much.
Yeah, he hurts his ego. I think he was weeping, man. Jesus.
He was.
You broke that guy's heart. And you think that a week after, you never give it time.
And then she did say something that I was like, Devin, what's wrong with you? About the birthday thing and carrying all the load. And
yeah.
And then he didn't really, and he did not deny it. So I'm like, Devin, that is rubbish.
Thing is that Virginia, we know the kind of guy Virginia wants. She wants that guy that is a man, sorry to say this like this, in all ramifications. Like, it's going to be, because that baby voice thing is for a type of man. I'm sorry, it's not for every man. So she wants a man that is going to be a man in all ramifications, going to be the provider, protector, going to be doing carrying the heavy things, going to be doing every single burden you have, is going to lift this for you. And obviously he has to be liberal because that's what she wants. Now, Devin apparently is not in any of this.
I don't feel like if he was a bit conservative, but he was doing all those things and was financially stable, I feel like she would have.
Fine with it. But so Devin, but that one I was like, Devin. How can you say that? She said she carries to bringing stuff up and she asked to help her and you're arguing with her.
Yeah, for your own birthday, dude.
I don't care what it's for. But it's worsened. Yeah, it's worsened by the fact that it's for your birthday.
You know what, Virginia? Yeah, that's a good story. Stick to that one.
Stick to that one.
It shows. Yeah, stick to that.
You have concrete things. Yeah, stick on the concrete things.
Forget about the letter in the room. That is irrelevant.
That's rubbish. storage because you read the letter and you know that there was nothing there.
Even the money, he couldn't give you a reason why he didn't tell you.
Yeah, he didn't give a reason why he didn't tell her. That one, I was like,
just go away. Bye bye.
Yeah, but anyways, we'll talk about it later because obviously we've already alluded to it that all the men were coached. Because as we go to the stories, we just realize that every single time it gets to a point and the men just agree, and they're like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, a wonderful person. It's me,"
and it's fine.
No, it's not fine.
Maybe they are planning. Maybe the boys are actually gonna do a podcast.
They should do a podcast. They should do the boys tell all.
But who cares? I'm not watching that.
If it's Alex and Mason, I'm watching it because I just want us to drag Madison into the bowels of hell.
Oh, Alex and Mason. Oh yeah. I don't know. I don't think they have it in them.
No, they're too nice. They're too nice.
I don't think there's any guy. Well, Taylor and Daniel are married, but I don't think there's any guy that I want to hear them talk. No, they're not that likable.
No, they're not. They're really like the show did a horrible job. This season was horrible. Like we only had Taylor and Daniel to really like and root for, and everybody else they kind of neglected. Normally you have like 2-3 couples that you can kind of be like, oh yeah, you like one person. This one they
even
just
people like
just like random people.
It's
I like
hard.
Molly.
Yeah, Molly's like the only person I can.
I like. Well, for this reason, I liked Meg. I liked Meg because I like Buddha.
Yeah, and I kind of like.
Sorry. I like for what she did.
She's okay by books, but I'm not like, oh my god, but no.
No, I'm not like, oh my god, but from this, she redeemed herself. That's this reunion. She redeemed herself. I said, oh Meg, oh yes, I am listening to what you have to say. Tell me more, because I know that there's more, and she can't say it. Yes,
and I like Molly that she kept her mouth.
I like Molly. When I said that, I like Molly. I like Molly.
Acting crazy out here.
I liked Molly from when she went hard at Dave at the get together. I said, yes, girl, get him. Because he can't defend himself and he knows he can't defend himself. He's indefensible. You're in your 30s. And I can't believe that they didn't let the lashes roast him. Like, you're in your 30s. Because I know that Nick Lachey cannot take that kind of crap. Like, I know that Nick Lachey will not like, and Vanessa definitely does not respect such. I don't know why they didn't let them lash him. And if they lashed him, I don't know why they removed it. That how can you be an
again
adult?
the answer to your question is that all the men were quotes and they were just like, okay, yes, I'm wrong.
It doesn't matter.
You can't lash someone else.
But you still have nothing to say for the record that what you did was wrong.
True, but guess what? You're gonna now look like the bully. The person's accepted that they are wrong.
Nobody
you're gonna now be shouting at someone that
not shouting. No, not shouting. Just state for the record that you're a baby and you should not be getting married until you've sorted out your stuff. Yeah. And that's why I like Molly, because Molly once again reiterated, F your friends if you have to be begging them to see. I'm like, yes, F your friend and F you too, Dave. Because you also have, if those are truly your friend and if you're telling the truth, then you're also a bad person to stay friends with people that are so bad to you. All of you need individual help, and you guys need to break up instantly. And let me talk like the pastors. Within the next 7 days, any friendship that is not taking you to your promised land scattered by fire.
No, within the next 7 days.
In Jesus' name, amen. This is for your own good, Dave. Even if you are lonely, it's okay. It's okay.
Those are his boys.
I've made my declaration. Sorry. So let's move on. So my next is Sarah and Ben. This one was tough for me. It was really tough for me.
They're both wrong.
That's why it was tough.
One more wrong than the other, for sure.
That's why it was tough for me, because it's like, Ben, if you had stood on business, we could have back to you and said, you know what, he stood on business. You did not. You were so wishy. My God, that
you were doing that F-boy thing. You did that F-boy thing to the max.
Yep, and you're also a lukewarm Christian. And when Jesus say he wants to spit you out, you will be spat out because you are bloody lukewarm. My God. From when you started in the pause, you said you made your stance very clear, and then you just started sliding. Fear God. Actually, fear God. Like, for real. You of all people, fear God. Anyways, Ben started, and this part, one of the parts that irritated me, he said that, he had privilege that he wasn't proud of. And that, I was like, what do you mean? Yeah, a white straight man, and you are ashamed of that. What do you wish you were? A black woman? Like what's the point of, like, I don't understand this. You are, and I'm like, they probably coached you to say this because it doesn't even make sense. You are what you are. Enjoy the privileges that you get, and just work on being conscious and ensuring that other people get rights. Period. That's all you can do. Which one is? Oh, I'm not proud of the privilege.
I feel like all that is not. It's just talk. Like it's
that's
not,
what I'm
it's
saying
not,
now.
it's
He
not
was coached into saying rubbish.
Yeah, it's not helping anybody move ahead in life.
Yeah.
It's not going to help.
It's not doing anything. Like we should
it's
feel
not
bad
going to help
for
with
you.
equality.
Oh, poor white man. Oh.
Yeah, that is whatever.
What the hell? I was like, frustrated with this. And I know that I'm lucky that they didn't really have a diverse cast, because I trust some black women to be like, what the hell are you talking about? Anyways, and I said he wasn't fully knowledgeable on certain issues and all. Then they asked her that
because you get to go through life not worried about anything.
Yeah, and it's
like you just float through life, so you won't understand.
Yeah,
and that's fine.
And that's fine. Yeah, you're white and
you're male.
You
just need to like get educated on certain things.
Yeah. And then
they do better.
Yeah, exactly. And they asked her like, did she think that Ben was going to grow and learn and stuff? And she said that in the pod she thought so, because that's how he expressed himself.
Once again, can I say something? How many days was this whole pod experience?
10 days.
Thank you. He's going to grow in 10 days before you marry?
No, she felt like he was willing to grow, like as
no, Mirabel. No.
I'm just explaining to you.
Again, no, this is why I'm saying rubbish. Because what's the incentive after I marry you for me to change? Let's be real. Like, what is the incentive? If I had 6 months to my wedding or a year to my, I'll be willing to say, okay, I'm willing to see if you grow in a year. What is the incentive after 10 days of knowing someone who's growing in 10 days?
Well,
like, let's be real with ourselves. And then what is the incentive? This is what I'm saying.
Only 2 months now.
It's rubbish. You guys should have never left the pods together. You should have never left the pods with him. You're very strong, quote unquote, on your own beliefs.
I don't think she's
strong. No, she's quite. I don't know if she knows. No, she's strong on her beliefs, or she doesn't. I don't know if she knows why she believes what she believes, because she can't explain certain things. Again, like some of the crazy things that she was saying. I'm like, do you know what you mean by that? Well, you're strong that you believe that. I don't know if you know what you're saying. Those are two different things. But like, telling again, I need people to stop doing this whole thing of. The man is gonna change. I'm gonna change him. It's the same thing. Why are you trying to change his diaper, for heaven's sake? The grown ass man. Okay? Like enough of all this. He's gonna change, he will grow into it. Stop. They've told you people, especially now in a 10-day cycle, stop looking for the potential.
Yeah,
it has to be
there.
Has to be there, because this is not a 1-year experiment. Maybe they can do it. Maybe if they were smart all this while, they would have been doing a documentary on this and seeing if they could follow people and say, you have 6 months, you have this. We'll see what happens. But in a 10-day period, most of all the T's have to be crossed and most of all the I's have to be dotted if you want to marry someone in a 10-day period. So people have to come fully formed and ready. As to borrow a word from a horrible man, people must be plugged and ready to play. Okay? It's a plug and play situation.
It is a plug and play
situation.
It's
not a build. Yes, in marriage you will find things will test you. Like again, look at Taylor and Daniel. Like, did they know that his mom was going to have an issue? That is something that will test them. But guess what? If the foundation, we say, if the foundation is built right and not faulty, who can come against you? Who can push you? Like, the foundation has to be done right from the beginning. Okay, I'm on my soapbox now. I'm preaching now, guys. Foundation has to be good. Okay, period. Or else things like the waves of the world weather you and push you like the shore of the beach, and then where are you at the end of the day? It's all the sand gone.
Yeah.
So
again, I agree.
I feel like for this context of this show,
experiments, you can't be
talking
about somebody growing in 2 months.
No, because when real life starts to come at you hard and fast, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
So again, first of all, critics to the producers: bring fully formed people that have jobs, people that have hobbies, people that have things going for themselves, people that know I'm not saying everybody knows their family members, but people that their family members are ready and on board. If they're not, they've already had that conversation and they're not going to be like, my sister said, I'm not talking about you on the show. Because I would have talked to you in the pods. Look, I'm just saying it, and I'm just saying it once. My family is not involved in this process. Are you okay with that? Do you want to step out of me in the pods with this? You're not going to be my family because you're not part of this situation. Period.
And I'm fine with it.
And we're fine with that. Okay, so bring fully formed people.
Yes, because Dave is.
We already know you've
a
recorded
child.
the next season, so whatever.
They recorded like a few seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to be doing rubbish. It's just
We
the
know you've
17
already
thing,
done
like,
that,
yeah,
so
just
yeah.
like I can't.
And you too that you're auditioning for the show. Ask yourself this question:
Girl, please, people don't know
am
themselves.
I good enough
People don't know
to
themselves.
be married?
People don't know themselves. So,
Am I ready for this?
Girl, they don't know themselves.
Ask yourself this question.
Asking themselves.
Okay.
Asking this.
I'm done preaching, guys.
Thanks, Pastor. Asking the wrong way. People that don't know themselves. Look at how rubbish grown-ups are doing, just disgracing them. This is like we talk to them like as if by their parents disgracing themselves on TV. This is like how kind of
I just can't imagine people will catch me on TV
disgracing
like
yourself
this.
for the world
Like,
to see. My goodness.
Like I don't even know. Like
I thought maybe that was the worst thing on to be on TV, but I think Love is Blind is
I
takes
don't
the
know.
cake.
I asked myself, would I ever go on a show like this, knowing
No,
the
I
kind
wouldn't.
of like culture that I come from. There's just a lot to getting married, and it's not possible to be done in 10, like meeting someone and then
Getting engaged,
getting engaged and then telling my parents about marrying
and in 2
me.
months.
And my we have a list though.
Exactly. Where does Trad come in?
Where's the area we're fitting
Where
in
does
all of
Trad
this?
come in? Oh, are we doing Trad? Is Trad
Where's
doing on the?
Where's the official family introduction?
And also, you can't plan a Trad and it's no hold.
You know, and we agree on the
And then it's won't
the
hold.
bride price.
You can't do
we
that.
can't do it. So yeah,
No, you can't do
for
that.
me,
It can't work for us. Not enough.
it won't work.
It's for those for West. It's for the West.
No, I mean if you're a Nigerian girly or an African girly that you do it after the fact, that's fine. If your family is okay with, that's what I'm saying. Conversations have to be had with your family.
Well, actually, no. It's
ahead of
what
time.
I'm saying. It's possible because you can do just the white wedding and then
Yeah, you can do it
afterwards
after,
you can start
but
discussing
that
about
is
the
why
Trad.
you should already have preemptively had this conversation with your parents.
Yep.
Are you on board? If you're not on board, me, I'm going. If you're not on board,
but the train is shall live in.
yeah,
so
it's living the station.
You do you.
Hello.
You do you.
Okay.
But yeah, so she said that she felt a lack of curiosity from his side, Ben's side on the outside. So yeah, and then they asked about his church's stance on gay marriage because Sarah had to report his church because you know. And he said that well, never paid attention to it because I never affected him. And I'm like, fair enough. Are you gay? No. Are you like what's my business? And once again, I
know.
think Ben knows his
Ben,
stance.
I'm gonna say no.
Ben
This
knows
is the
his
thing.
stance
If you are
on
a
LGBTQ.
if you are a church member, and
He
you're
knows
a
his
serious
stance.
church member, you know what your church has said about that. Like
That's
I'm calling bull on
No,
that one.
I call bull. I'm like, no, Ben, you know your stance on LGBTQ. Now it's not like you think that they are evil and they all should burn. No, but you know your stance on LGBT, and I need you to stand on business and say it because it's a valid stance. So I just because you're not saying that the sermon that Sarah watched that he doesn't remember it because he doesn't attend every Sunday. I'm like, guy, stop it.
I'm tired of this couple. Let's move on.
No, I'm sorry. So now I'm switching from all this to the TikTok girl. Then she now said, the next part I'm like, this is so invalid, but whatever. She said that they asked her that, she lets it go, and because she's also a good example of someone that after we talked about it, then nothing came up, she lets it go, and nothing has till today, nothing has come up. And she goes that there were thousands of comments, but it was hard for her to just ignore, but she trusted Ben and everything. But knowing now what she knows about Ben, that she's not surprised by the TikTok. Her own version of the story is that they tried dates after the wedding, that she had 3 months on her travel nurse contract before she could move back to Minnesota. They lived together 1 to 2 weeks post-wedding, and according to her, they had decided that he's going to be with her for between 2 weeks and 2 months. And then the day she was leaving, she drove to Nashville like 12 hours, and they weren't really talking, but she was fine because she knew he was hanging out with friends, and she thought that she'll still see. And then she texted him when she landed, arrived, and that not cool. And then he sent her 3 messages that are like scripted apologies, and she just ignored him after that because she was like, "What the heck?" Then he sent her a message saying, "No, I mean." Then he sent her a message saying that he spoke to a past cast member who asked him to be on good terms with her and to practice reunion questions. And he was like, "No, that's not what I said." And I'm like, semantics arguments, because you said this. She didn't quote you. She didn't quote you verbatim, but you said all those things. And then they not answered that. So who is the cast member? He's like, "I don't want to say that." And he asked her, I said, "Madam." She said, "Nah, Jimmy."
And I love that. Who has time to be doing this rubbish, please?
So in his own mind, he said that he thought that they were broken up once she left. That he thought that they were going to break up, like when she left the city, they were going to break up. That they had a Friday dates. That he thought that things ended in that Friday dates. Lauren corroborated that Sarah did not think that they were broken up. That Sarah was already talking about plans and for friends to come over to visit. And she was talking about how there may not be space because Ben will be around. Blah 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 blah. Anyways, now Sarah thinks that everything she experienced with Ben was scripted. She thinks that Ben is just like trying to put up a good facade. Front,
Okay,
whatever.
here's my thing, Sarah. Stop pushing the blame on
All the blame on Ben.
Ben. Yeah, you have choices in this. You walked out on him.
And
the
yeah,
whole
you
time.
say
You said you didn't even want to talk to him in your wedding dress. I'm surprised that you still chose to date him after the fact. Why?
Yeah.
Why? All of the things still stand. So what were you? Where
What's
you
the
guys?
point? Yeah.
What's the point?
What are you guys doing?
There's no point. So that he can actually God. Okay, now you're seriously trying to be with him, and then he's gonna move and all that. Now that's on Ben. Ben, open your mouth and say no.
No, yeah. That might actually be Ben.
And two, she drove for 12 hours. You didn't check up on her. Not great. Okay, because you were done. You should have just made it very clear before she left that I'm done. I'm done. Now back on you, Sarah. I have to tell you something about men. If they like you, they're not gonna let you drive 12 hours by yourself. Okay.
And he will fly.
I'm telling you this for a fact.
Unless it is unavoidable.
Yeah, exactly. It's either he's driving with you,
Yeah.
or he's telling you to fly, and he'll bring your car for you.
Yeah.
Like,
or he'll organize for the car to come.
Exactly. So, girl, I don't know what to tell you. That was a big sign that he was done. Huge sign.
Also, you said he planned. Did you see his plane tickets?
Well, she admitted that, yeah, okay, he never really, whatever. You should have never gone back to be with him. Period. So that's why I say both of you are wrong. Like, you should have never gone back to date him.
Yeah, this is the couple,
and he's wrong for what he did.
Definitely,
very wrong.
I agree.
Yeah, he was even laughing. It was so
That's
funny.
why I know that all the men were coached because they all ended, and then the girls were just kind of.
They didn't drag anything.
Yeah,
and I love it. I love it. I actually loved it because they didn't drag. It was no Bartis.
I trust our
This was no
drag everybody to hell.
Yeah, this was none of that. They were like, I'm not going back and forth with you.
No, that's
It's good. They got their PR lesson from Jimmy.
It's disrespectful.
It's like, don't do it.
But I like how Chelsea was good natured because even though she got like a bad edit because of it was to laugh at herself, tides turned. So when the time when she's not going around doing her own media, everybody like the U-turn. They're like, Jimmy, you are the bad guy. Because she was good natured. If she wasn't good natured, nobody would have believed that. But because she was good natured, everybody was like, oh, Jimmy. And I mean, I believe it 110,000%. Jimmy is the bad guy.
I mean, come on, Jimmy is giving people coaching here.
Now he's coaching people?
Yeah. I think you start that business, Jimmy. Go ahead.
No, I don't like it.
I love it. I love it.
Rubbish. Moving on to the
Carry
next
on.
couple, please. Monica and Joy. So Monica was like, yeah, fine. She never said she loved him, and vice versa. She also never showed the love, especially the physical part of love, right? Joey said that they couldn't leave the friend zone. And then he used this excuse. Well, it's not really an excuse, but he said that the lack of acceptance from her sister kind of pushed it and made it take longer. Because, her sister is... Apparently, she did more at the wedding. We didn't watch that part. We fast-forwarded through. But apparently, she was a weapon at the wedding. So I said, my God, principalities never rest.
Yeah.
She said that Monica said she had been hearing things that a month ago. She found out that the next day after that, their tubing days that everybody met, he slid into one of the cast members' DMs that she doesn't know what we said, but he was said. But it's just that the act of doing that, and that if she knew in the moment, she would have definitely walked away at that point, which I respect, because that means that you have self-respect and you're not just there to be there. And Jordan said that started to try to lie. Oh, I reached out to different people.
Yeah, checked on everyone.
And everybody's like, that's Madison? Then Madison confirmed that, yeah, that's... I don't know if I'm calling it they dated, but because it was confusing people, like, do you mean out in the outside world?
In the pods.
In the pods. So Madison said that, yeah, her and Joy dated in the pods, but they couldn't go past the friend zone. That he sent her something, I can't remember, but something about her pink hair and how he loves to talk more. And then they looked at Joy again.
He didn't deny it.
Yeah. Then Monica said, man, shit. After the wedding, that they kept talking. She even helped him furnish his apartment. They acted like they were in a relationship. They got physical a couple of times. They were trying to both get into semantics. All these men are semantics.
He was like, no, it was once.
She's like, no, it's a couple of times. I said, okay.
I'm like, this is so embarrassing. Like, why are you minimizing a man? Is that how much you just don't find her like anything? You don't even want the world to think that it was more than once. Like, what is that about?
So rubbish. Then apparently Monica said that he told her that Madison was coming on to him at bars and that she seemed interested. And then some months ago, she was able to confront Madison, who said it was not true. And Molly backed her up too. So they all confronted him, and he was like, oh, I didn't say that to Monica. So where did she get it from? Oh, she's crazy. He now said that no, because Monica was worried that he was interested in Madison. And they're like, okay, so how did Madison enter the picture of the relationship now? How did the name enter the picture? This is what issue with men.
Yeah.
They are bringing up all these kind of stupid fallacies. How did the name enter the relationship?
Yeah. Anyway, he ended it with saying what? Monica is a lovely person.
Yeah.
Again, his coaching came. You remember, it's like, okay,
yeah.
you know what?
Yeah.
This one has gotten out of hand.
Yeah. And then throughout the whole thing is one of his two of his sisters were doing stupid eyes. I'm like, if I slap you, I give you this thing over your head, slap you or go, you restate doing stupid faces. I'm like, what is this? What you're supporting? Face.
Yeah, brother.
Okay, rubbish.
Oh, can I say something that we didn't say before earlier? Is Devin getting caught by Molly and Madison? The whole, I'm like, y'all need to stay out of bars because
they're always in bars.
But anyway, carry on.
They're always in the bars.
Yeah.
That's how all this story,
everything, all the extra stuff is always happening at a
always
bar
in the bars.
somewhere. So yeah, so Devin got called out. We caught Devin lying.
Yeah.
And I believe Molly. So
yeah, obviously we believe Molly. Molly is telling the truth, definitely.
yeah.
And that's because when Madison began entering, I'm like, girl, this, the only reason why I believe is because of Molly. Oh, Jesus. Anyways, move on to Lauren and Dave. So obviously, I have to start with the sister because that was his God. So they said that how is your sister feeling now that she had watched the show? He said that her biggest concern was him being shown in a bad light, and we'll see.
But that was not her biggest concern initially.
Initially, her concern was that you meet the wrong person.
Yes, someone that came in for the wrong reason.
Now the concern is that you put in a bad light.
Don't play with me. Don't play with me.
So, is the family a PR family?
Don't play with me. I remember what you said the first time.
No, the first 100 times. So is the family into PR? Like, I don't get. Yeah, and he said that she also struggled with seeing Lauren struggle. And whatever. Lauren said that it was tough to watch, that she gained more clarity watching it back, especially with how they handled conversations, and that she realized that she's way more emotionally mature than he was. And once again, he agreed, right? Because obviously the men have been coached that you should never disagree with anything the woman says. And how would we know he was coached again? They didn't talk until a couple of weeks ago, where he sent a very nice message about the clarity he had gotten. Apparently, he just learned within the past couple of weeks that he got evidence that the friends benefit guy was clearly just in it for the clout and stuff. So it's not like he changed his mind because, I just believe Lauren. It's like, I saw incontrovertible evidence that this guy is a liar because he was trying to do it to other people in the friend group. And so I'm like, okay, so you'd have gone the rest of your life believing that Lauren was lying because your friends told you something.
Yeah.
Are you an adult?
Okay.
Not.
Well, me and Mama want to address something
let's address
that was not addressed on the show, and I'm tired of.
No, they addressed it, but not.
I'm tired of people. You are the ones that always tell us to suspend our beliefs and not compare it to reality. And yet again, here you are comparing something that someone did to what will happen in the real world. Let's stop that. Lauren, you knew you were going on this show. You shouldn't have been sleeping with anyone. A week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month. To going on this show, I would even stretch it to 2-3 months. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Once they told you we were going on the show, there was no need to sleep with other people.
Yeah.
I'm standing on that. I'm sticking on it.
Yeah.
Because I remember a guy actually did this on Married at First Sight, and we flamed him for it. So no, you should have not been doing that. It has nothing to do with slut shaming. It has nothing to do with anything.
Yeah,
it's just you're preparing yourself for something. Like
for somebody else. Why are you?
I gave an analogy. Like, you have an exam in the morning. What are you going to do? Prepare for that exam. You're not going to spend the whole night being boozed up. You do the right thing. You knew you were going to go get married. Hopefully. That was your hope. You could have hit him up after if you came back with no one. Fine, if you wanted to do your friends with benefit stuff. I personally think that saying that, you can sleep with someone a day before and meet your partner the next day in the real world. Yes, that is true. But in the situation where you knew you were going on a show for a reason, you shouldn't have been messing with anyone. Yeah. I'm sorry. That's just my stance on it.
I'm not sorry. That's my stance on it. So I'm not sorry. I think that if it was a guy, the internet would be more unforgiving. Because it's a girl, I think it's not slut shaming. It's wrong. Like, right is right, wrong is wrong. If you are serious about getting married, once again, if it was even a serious relationship that maybe 1 week so she found out that something that made them incompatible and that's what made her be like, okay, no, I'm even okay with that. Not that you knew there was no future. It was a casual. Why did you continue?
There was no need for that.
If it was a serious thing and you were battling, I can actually give more understanding, more credence to that than it's being casual.
Yeah. You should have been preparing yourself for the show. Are
you preparing for marriage? Okay,
do silly things like buying outfits, getting my clothes together, chatting with friends, talking to family and friends about, oh, who do you think I should come back with? Like getting as many therapy sessions as you can get in. You know, like so much to do before you come on this show. I don't understand why being in bed with another man
was high on your list.
Yeah, I just think that's trash.
Yeah,
personally,
it's not.
It's
wrong.
I'm not trying to be hard or anything. I'm just.
I'm not even sorry. It's wrong. Like, if you are serious about trying to find somebody, then what are you like? And nobody is saying you can't have fun. But when you knew that there was something you were going to go for, why? And I mean, and on the flip side, obviously, Dave, like, be a man. If you don't like something, just say, I don't like it.
Just say it. Like,
all this, my friends, my family, my sister.
Like,
are you a baby? So of you are irritating me at this point. He said that he regrets not listening to Lauren in the past, and then she doesn't fully believe that, because they asked him if he thinks she's the one that got away. He said he thinks so. I'm like, he doesn't think so. If he thought so, he would have said it with his full chest.
He's saying all the right things for TV.
It's not even the right things. It's a very wishy-washy thing to say.
No, it's the right thing for TV. You know, people are like, oh, the one that got away.
No, but I say things. That was that. You know, he didn't say. There's way that he will say that. I'll be like, okay, yes, I.
Yeah, okay. Do you think that he was gonna say no on TV? He's gonna say, I think
point.
so.
That's my point.
Because he knows he doesn't.
That's my point. She's not the one that got away. I know that.
Yeah, if he said no, it was like,
what? Why? Okay, we all think we're the one that got away. Let's be so for real now. Let's be so for real.
But he should have just been honest and said no.
Yeah, just be like, honestly, no. Yeah. Like, she's a great girl, but no, she's not.
Okay.
I don't believe in the one. Yeah, like something like that. Like, it's not a matter of thing that.
Or this would have been a good time to say, actually, I have a hard stance. I can't get past you doing something with someone knowing fully well that I don't think that it's the same as a real world situation.
It's not the same.
Give a good analogy to explain yourself.
You don't give an analogy. Just say it's not the same as a real world. Because you knew. It's different.
And then keep it pushing and say I was wrong for judging you with what my friends were saying. I should have just said I personally was not okay with it. Period. But clearly you have groupthink because you don't think for yourself. So whatever.
And then he was more passionate about the fact that she wasn't allowed to defend herself, and he wasn't defending her when he was going to meet his friends and his family. And he's also trying to insinuate that they didn't want to meet her. And then she was like, okay, that even the letter that she gave him for his sister, that he didn't give it to her. I said that he gave it to her on a different night. And she's like, okay. And what did she say? He's like, well, she didn't really. I'm like, you're a liar. You didn't give it to her. She didn't have a response. You're a liar. And then she doesn't have anything against him, that she wants to, like, she said that she saw things in the comments, people are calling him narcissist, gaslighter, and that he's not enough to, and like, you guys are really reaching. You think he's not calculated, devious enough?
Could barely gas anything.
No, he can't gas shit. Okay, he's very obvious. Like, I don't know what.
He wasn't
gaslighting her. He was very obvious. Like, I don't know what's like gaslighting. He was very obvious. He's clearly just an immature person. Actually,
sure with the word narcissist.
That's what people are obsessed that.
Oh my God.
People are using therapy speak wrong, and especially with this season, people are like, you guys are driving me up the damn wall with all this your therapy speak. You'll be saying things that are not true, calling code switching that is not as though it were. It's like, please stop it. If you don't know the meaning of a word, don't use it. Yeah. And if you want to know the word, Google is free. I wish I could get that gift. Google is free. Use it. Thank you. Next, we move on to Molly. She says that she feels like as if she's a liar, because like when she watched back, she was like, the number one thing was definitely mentioned, and that she felt like it was a liar watching everything back, because obviously he said he never said that, and then they didn't show it, so it's like,
yeah, but I'm not a liar. They didn't show it, and also they never addressed the Lauren and Molly of it all. Yeah, which it's fine, I think it's very telling that they were not even on the same side of the couch. So I don't think that they are probably like Molly watching that back. She should know that Lauren.
Lauren.
She was being a little bit of a pygmy. She wanted to be picked. I'm sorry.
Not just that, even with around the girls, I need some space from her. I'm like, okay, but she doesn't even know that you like talking to her guy. Like, calm down. Anyways, and I love Molly. She stands by saying F your friends to Dave because they refused to meet Lauren. She's definitely still on Lauren's side. That like, what kind of is that? Like,
look, I like Molly in the sense that you can be objective. If someone even did something wrong, it doesn't mean that your objectivity should go out the window. Doesn't mean that like you can hold water for two things. Okay. Yeah,
and my favorite part. Okay, this ending part. Like, I think it was like 30 minutes. Hey, bad go.
I'll let you take it away.
Hey, oh. Sorry, I apologize. I kept on pausing for every 2 seconds. I was like, Pause. Pause. Let's get into it. So it's Meg, Mason, Alex, and Madison square. But about Meg and Mason, you know that they showed them, they did the reveal and everything, and they were dating when they showed when the show was recorded. So, but now they said they're just best friends. Then Madison said they're talking. She said that Alex told her Meg and Mason said they're dating, and that she's fine with it. That she felt like they were a better match than her and Mason. But we saw once again last year, she was like, ugh, and you know he's gonna be the ache of it. So now you think, and that's whatever. Now you're okay with this. Okay, cool. Then Alex said it was wild that Madison was different when with him versus Mason. Because watching back now, and you know we also talked about it that with Mason she was very sexual, very and then with Alex she was very wholesome, very like. So that's what the project called code switching, and it's like that's not code switching. Code switching is what Meg would do anytime we plug a girl inside the room. This is more like they called it. It's actually like mirroring, where she just kind of reflects back to you what you are giving to her. So that's what this is. Mason said he envied Alex's ability to see things for what they were. Said that Madison was validating him and making it seem like she was all in for him. Madison now said that she had different relationships with both men, and that anybody that's been in this experiment knows that how things change from one day to the next. Okay, so for you, your number one can change, but for Mason, his number one cannot change. Got it? Because she said she wanted him to be more honest. I'm like, okay, you were honest. So today you will say, oh, Alex. Then tomorrow you come back and say, oh, Alex, yesterday I said that you were my number one. Actually, you're my number two. You were doing that. Stop it, girl. Then when because Madison was like, well, that she had nothing against Mason and stuff. Megan said that, okay, but you just did an interview and you called him manipulative, so like you contradict yourself. Like, is he manipulative or is he not manipulative? Like, which one is it? And then she now said, I know that she just meant that she felt manipulated, and that she just wanted Mason to be honest. For Meg, it's not for her, it's for Meg. Like, me, I was fine. Like, I just wanted to help my friend, Meg. Girl. She was like, Mason was saying the same things to both of them. And so, isn't that the whole point of this thing? To discover who the one is at the end of the day. What if he doesn't have lines? And it's like, well, the two of you have the same thing. I see nothing wrong with it because they're still in the pods. I have no problem with it. Not one problem. I have the same, if you're online dating, you have the same conversation with people. It's just what it's going to be. And no, not everybody is a player that can be having different conversations. And not everybody has the ability to be mirroring everybody's energy that they come across. That's so exhausting. So, and no, I don't think he was saying the exact same things to both of them. It was just when he said that I'm committed to you thing. That's where all our bells shattered. Anyways, so Mason, when Madison said that thing about him being manipulative, Mason was like that he appreciates that she thinks he's smart enough to be manipulative. But like, girl, and I'm like, you people use such big words. That's the point. Like, big words that are not relevant to these situations. Most people are not actually like, all these psychopaths. No, it's a very small percentage of the population that these people are. Most people are just regular people. Some people just, have some flaws here and there, and it's just pronounced, and it comes out in ways that seem, to have those traits, but it's not what it is. Then she now said that she felt he was being manipulative to her because she was trying to give him an out to end things with her, where he now said he's committed to her. Why do you ask him an out? You are also dating two guys. If you were saying you're doing it for Meg, why didn't you end it? He said he felt pressure to commit, and watching it back, he felt that she treated him badly. She was like, no, even a couple months ago, I saw you at a bars, and you even apologized for how you in the pause. And once again, we're like, yes, this was still before he watched it. And also, time has a way of change, like not changing, but like memories soften and fade after some time. So somebody can do something very terrible to you, and if you forget about the person and forget about the thing for months, you may think it's not that bad, and maybe you see the person and you're like, no, what person did to me is actually terrible. So in the same way, yeah, he could have been like, because what information reaching him was that he did something bad. So he could have been like, oh, maybe I was bad or whatever. And then he watched it back, he's like, no, I wasn't bad. And that's very fair. So I'm like, yeah, this is still before him watching it back. So yes, he can change his mind over a couple of months, girl. Like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. And then Meg, she started. She was like, "That's." I should be the one upset at both of you because everyone knew Alex was your number one the entire time, and yet you kept on talking to Mason when you had no intention of being with him. I was like, "Come on, Meg." Madison now said, "Meg can't speak on our behalf." I'm like, "Okay, Meg can't speak on our behalf, but you feel comfortable saying I was talking to Mason for Meg for behalf of Meg, but because Meg did not send you that errand that you went to do for her. Meg didn't send you that errand." And then obviously Madison had to just pat herself on the back. She was very flexible. She goes, "I'm so sick and tired of women just taking the blame when men did wrong things." Blah, blah, blah. And I was so happy how nobody in the audience clapped because I was like, in your mind now, yeah, the matriarch of feminism or something. They have said something that we should be so impressed by. And then even Alex was also like that. He thought Madison was being manipulative in the pods too, and that she was just so harsh to Mason for just making a mistake. And that why did she even care that much? If she wanted Alex and he was there for her all along, why did you care? Very good question, Alex. Very good question. And she goes, "Well, that I was hurt by how Mason treated me, and I felt like he invalidated me." That Sana said that Alex is two-faced and that he regretted the decision once they got their phones back, and he saw when he saw her, and that he also turned on Mason, that he said Mason is weird and he didn't have any friends. And Alex was like, "That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard." And it's like, why would I do that? Mason claimed that she brought receipts, and her receipts receipts that are faded to oblivion because there's nothing to show. There was nothing. She said, "Oh, this is after." It said something like, I'm not going to say anything. I don't want to be seen as a bad guy." Something like that. She's like, "Oh, this is because he said Mason is weird." I'm like, how do we know that? Oh, another one screenshots of him telling her that Meg and Mason are together and they wore their reveal clothes and they came together, and then he put skull emojis at the end of the text.
Doesn't mean it. You don't know. The skull emoji does not mean something bad. It could just mean that he's dying now. Oh my god.
Yeah, exactly. He's gonna be like dead. Like, that's so funny, but it doesn't mean that.
Not funny. Like dying. Like, oh my god, this is amazing.
No,
people also use that for that. Like,
but,
I'm dead.
But the point is that it's not sinister. Yeah, it's nothing sinister. I'm like, girl, calm down. And I know that if you really had receipts, you would have definitely brought it. Apparently, she still posted them fully on the internet, and it's still nothing. It's just like, girl, you're trying so hard to, because her voice was shaking from the beginning of the reunion to the end, and even as much as I was actually crying, I said, "Please cry, because that's the only thing that will get you sympathy." Yeah, cry. Then once again, Meg is like, not letting this girl go. Meg now called Madison a liar straight up. That because she was like that, you told the girls that the breakup with you and Alex was mutual, but watching back, it clearly wasn't. Alex was the one that ended things with you. She's like, "What? I didn't say that." I said, "Oh." And then Madison now said that Alex talks shit about Meg and Mason, and he's not their friends. That he talks shit about them openly. Alex was like, "That's just not true." That's kind of where it ended. One thing I found very telling was that no woman defended Meg, and that's how I know no woman defended Madison. That's how I know that Meg's telling the truth. Because normally they'll be like, "Oh no," because when she said that, all the girls, because when she said the thing about who broke up with who, with Alex and her, if the girls were like, "That's not true," she didn't say that, then Molly, especially because Molly is the defender, she would have said, "Oh no, she told me this." But clearly Madison is a liar, and she likes the optics of things, and she likes to be in control. So it makes sense for her to say it was mutual, because if she said he broke up with me, it would look a certain way. And that's the end of my foursome story. The best part of the reunion, in my opinion. So that was the best part of the reunion for me anyways. Then they showed top 5 unforgettable moments, because this is their 5th anniversary, right? Now there are so many scenes that will be between two of us we think should have made it, but to their 5th one was Megan Fox, was when Chelsea said, she was like, "MGK's girlfriend, who's that again?" Then Garrett's glow up was number 4 for whatever reason. I'm like, how is this even an unforget? We forgot it when we saw it. We're like, we're trying to find the moments when we once saw it. Then number 3, Inspector Laura.
Should have been number one.
That should have been number one. Interrogating Jeremy when it's like, well, I was in the car, in the parking lot, and she goes, oh, well, I actually woke up and I checked your location again, and you were in Southend, which is where was her name lives. And he was like, oh. I'm like, see what I wanted to say? That was a good moment. Number two, they said Lauren and Cameron meeting. Sweet and all, but it was also forgettable. We have moments that we could have had. Are you kidding me? Your number one is when Jessica told Jimmy, you are going to choke when you see me. You're going to need an EpiPen. You're gonna be wondering, you're not gonna believe whatever.
And she did a victory.
She did a video and that girl has touched her face. My God.
Yeah, but she received the award with I don't know.
Oh, so that was an epic line, and yes, that was definitely
No, definitely.
But it shouldn't have been number one. Yeah. We know they should have number one. We know why they couldn't have shown it. It was Diamond and the Carlton's fight. That was epic.
But that was it.
Okay, I mean, we also have Giannina running out in a wedding dress. Come on, that was an epic moment. If there's any, come on. There are so many. Even when Amber called Shayna because Jessica Shiesty, that's also a moment.
Jessica's dog drinking from her cup.
Jessica's dog drinking from her cup, like. Even when Shayna was telling Shane that him and Natalie's relationship is rubbish or whatever rubbish she said, that's also, there are plenty of moments. But anyways, these are the 5 that you people chose because I didn't vote. But then just some other things to fill the time, which I don't think we needed. But anyway, we got to see that AD and Ollie are engaged, which we loved. Ollie is from Love is Blind UK, and they're going to be a perfect match. So we've already seen spoilers. Well, I mean, that's their life. It's not really a spoiler, but yeah. And then there's a makeup performance by some guy named Alex Warren. And the next city, Denver. So another snowy city. So in the reunion with an old-fashioned jam session from Monica's family, and that was cute. But yeah, the reunion I liked the reunion. I liked the second half. When Meg was just like, Madison, I will not let you go. I said, this one, no pass between Jacob do for AJ. She was like, nope, I'm gonna drag you to the bowels of hell. And she even said she didn't feel like she was really allowed to do. I said, I wanted to do more, and I love it because Madison deserves nothing less. Since she wants to be doing girls, defender of the universe, Voltron, you take it all, chest it all. So that's the end of Love is Blind season 8. I don't know about season 9, but yeah. Any final thoughts?
We'll be there.
I mean, she'll be there. I'll be watching you people.
All right then.
Alrighty. Deuces.
Bye.
Bye.